Hi, it's Joanne from Backpacker Flip Flops doing another update on where I'm at with the Facebook Bonus Reels program. If this is your first time watching, what I do is give updates on how much money I'm making with the Facebook Bonus Reels program, as well as just different information and tidbits I've learned. It's been about a week since I've done my last update, but you'll find out kind of why and what everything's been like behind the scenes. If this is your first time watching and you're interested in learning more about the Facebook Bonus Reels program or following this journey to give you an idea on what the numbers are like and everything like that, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications whenever I make one of these videos. But I'm going to go ahead and jump in. And if this is your first time watching, I'm not a fancy YouTuber. I've got all my numbers down on paper, but I promise it's going to be full transparency. I am going to disclose all the numbers, views, everything like that I'm at so far. So most important thing I am going to be answering on today's video is how much money did I get paid for hitting 1 million views on Reels. So be sure to listen in and I will get to that number. So the last time I did an update was last Thursday, and I had made $1,760, had 2,390 follows, and this is based off of 975,000 views. I had heard that if you get like 1 million views, you get to $2,000. I mean, I was starting to think maybe it was possible, but as I saw, it wasn't. But I'll go into some more numbers just so you know kind of what the numbers are like. Also, some things I tried during this last week or so and how that affected my numbers as well. So Friday, I checked my phone at 3:15 a.m. And I had made an extra $4.80. Not a lot of extra money, had an extra 3,000 views. And by 8 a.m., I had only gone up again another $1.60. I did have an extra 15 views from the day before, but not a lot. 3:30 p.m., I was up to $1,771.20. So made, like another $6 or so in the course of 12 hours. It's definitely has slowed down big time for me. But then what I did, and I talked a little bit about this on my last video, was that I'd seen some people saying a strategy is to go and invite everyone who has liked your previous videos to follow your page. So I did that. I tested that with 4 videos. And I did that evening. And after doing all those invites, I was only by 4 hours later, I only made an extra $1.60. So, and then I started clicking on those videos to see what the traction was like on them. And later on, I'll talk about which videos I chose. But it was not getting me anything like, I figured, hey, I'm inviting, an extra 100 people, like a couple of them watch some extra videos. And yeah, I didn't get much. I did get about an extra, 20 followers from that morning till then. And then overnight, I got an extra 11 followers, but it really wasn't getting much traction. Saturday morning, though, 6:45 a.m., I woke up and checked. It was at $1,777.60. So again, I made $5-ish while I was sleeping. It's nice to make money, but I want to be upbeat and positive and be like, hey, this is so an awesome opportunity. But also I'm a little bit disappointed because I was, making, $20, $30 in my sleep when I first had some stuff going viral. So it wasn't getting as much traction, which it's a little bit disappointing. I'm still grateful, but it's just nowhere near what I was getting before. And then I didn't check again till 10 p.m. that night, and I was at $1,185.60. So over the course of the day, I made less than $10. But that was off of 991,000 views. So I knew there was probably a good chance in the next day or two that I would hit the million views. So I was stalking my page excessively. That Sunday morning, I checked at 2 a.m. I made an extra $1.60 at that point. 7 a.m., an extra $1.60. Noon, an extra $1.60. This was going really slow. And over this time, I've gained about 35 followers. So I'm still this page has grown from being only 200 followers. So it's really cool that it grew, 30 something followers, but it's just nowhere near that 2,000 number that happened in a very short window for me. And okay, so by noon, I'm at 2,471 follows, 995,000 views. So I'm 5,000 away from hitting the million views. I checked my accounts at 5:30, hasn't moved. 6:30 hasn't moved. 7:30 hasn't moved. By 8:30, it did get a little bit of movement. I was at 998,000 views, and that equaled $1,796.80. So I knew without a question that the person who said that, that a million views equals $2,000, no, it doesn't. It's mathematically, I knew it was going to hit $1,800. It just wasn't now a matter of when was I going to hit this. So I checked my phone like 10:45, 11:15, still was at, the 999,000 views. And it wasn't until 2:15 a.m., because I was checking it excessively, I officially hit the 1 million view mark, which was $1,800 even. And that was based off of 2,490 followers. So, this round overall, even though lately it's been slow, it's treated me very well. And then the big question I was wondering is, I know that it was going from, $14 down to $2. I was seeing some $1.80s and then down to $1.60. If I hit 2 million, or I'm sorry, if I hit, the 1 million views, were they going to decrease the payout? So, started stalking my phone again by 10:30 a.m. So it took a long time. I had hit the 1801 and 60 cents, 1,001,000 views. So they continue that $1.60 even once you do get the million views. And then the rest of the day was going pretty slow. By 9:30 p.m. that night, I was at $1,806.40 based off of 1,004,000 views. I checked again the next morning and I made like an extra, $1.60 and then another $1.60. Once I got to 11 a.m., like, I was not moving. I checked my phone 4 times and I just, there was like, it was moving. So I know that it was updating, but it was so slow. I wasn't even getting the 1,000 views to get the extra $1.60. Later on in the day, around 8:30 p.m., I did hit 1,009,000 views, and that equaled $1,814.40. And then 10 p.m., I got an extra $1.60. It wasn't until 5 a.m. I got another $1.60. So this is Wednesday now, and I mean, things are just really, really going slow. And during that entire day, I did hit 2,550 followers, but again, it's still, I mean, the follower number almost seems to be growing more than I would expect, but the revenue number really isn't going that much. It took all day for me to make about a $10 or so, an extra 6,000 views. Thursday rolls along. Overnight, I made $1.60. So it's gone from, $5, which I thought was low, and then it got even less overnight. But something did happen exciting on Thursday. I got my invoice from Facebook, and so that way I know how much they're going to pay me. I'm going to show you guys what that invoice looks like at the very end and share that number as well. But so even though the views were low, I was on cloud 9, because I was like, okay, I know that people are saying, oh, this is a scam, they haven't gotten any money yet. Well, I got my invoice, so I know that Facebook is planning to make a payment. They normally don't make payments apparently till the 21st of the month, so I'll still definitely update once I do receive it. But that totally just made me so ecstatic how much money that I had made, and what they were counting and everything. So even though, during the day, by 10:30 that night, I was at $1,835.20. So I made like, $6-7 all day. Wasn't a lot, but I still was very happy. And then so yesterday, again, it's just going so slow. I was started off the morning at 1,024,000 views. The followers was at 2,573 followers. And my revenue was at $1,838.40. And then I checked again 10 p.m. I only made about, $5. I was at $1,843.20. And that was based off of 1,027,000 views. This morning I checked 9 a.m. I made you know, an extra $3 overnight. That was $1,846.40. And then I checked again at 3 p.m. when I was at $1,849.60 based off of 1,031,000 views. So this has definitely slowed down big time for me. But overall, so far in this round, I'm just about approaching the end of round 2. You know, $1,840. That was $1,840 something more than I anticipated, like, you know, going back a month or two with this program. So overall, I'm happy. It's just really hard when the numbers do start slowing down. But I'm going to show you guys where I'm currently at. Again, I'm just going to take out my phone and show it. I know it's going to be backwards, but I just want to be totally transparent. So I'm going into my Facebook app. I'm going to go to my page. And this is about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours after I last checked. So I'm going to slide over to the top where it says more, click on bonuses, and I'm at $1,851. So I've made, you know, an extra $1.60 since I last checked. And that's based off of 1,032,000 views. And it says also that my bonus ends tomorrow. So hopefully you can kind of see those numbers. I apologize that they're backwards. But so overall, if we're looking at $1,851.20, 1,851.20 plus I made 516 the first round. So my total currently is at $2,367.20 from the Reels program between bonus round 1 and bonus round 2. So I'm shocked. I know that there's people that are making a lot more than that. There's people making less than that as well. But to get an idea just what, you know, 1 million views plus everything I got the first round, I'm impressed. So let me go over some of the information that I've found out over the last week or so and update you guys on that as well. So testing out, like I said during the earlier part, about the whole inviting followers and what did that do. So I told you guys my strategy was I was going to start with some of my smaller videos, which I did do. I picked 4 different types of content to see if they had different interaction. They all had more than at least 10 people liking it. And I only got 3 actual notifications saying that somebody, you know, accepted my invite. So I was like, well, I know it's not 3 out of about, you know, how many people I invited, but it wasn't that many. If I clicked back on the video to see the likes, and you have to do this through the notifications, like you can't just click on the actual likes that you see on the video. You have to go to a notification that says so-and-so liked your video. Click on there. That's where you can invite them, and you can also see the invite status. There was, you know, some that still were listed as invited. There was some that were no longer listed as invited and just showed it as like. So I'm guessing that means that they got the invite, they decided not to like, and then there was a couple of extra likes, but it really wasn't that much. I don't think there's any harm in doing it. It does take up a little bit of time, but it didn't show me that it was necessarily generating quite a bit. Then I thought, okay, well, this is not going well. I want to get more followers, so let me go to my most viral videos. And this is where I learned something that was interesting. My most viral videos, if I went to go see, like I got a notification somebody liked it, went there. Now I was seeing on the video that this video is shared with Facebook and Instagram. And so I actually can't invite people from any of my most viral videos because that option doesn't exist, because they also shared the content over with Instagram. I mean, it makes logical sense that the 2 platforms, you know, they're both owned by Facebook, Meta, whatever, that they're going to share viral content between the 2 platforms. And I know if I make an Instagram reel, it gives me the option, do you want to share this to Facebook? But I haven't seen that option on Facebook, and now suddenly I'm getting the notification my videos are out there on Instagram as well. And I was a little bit like frustrated with that, because I thought, okay, well, I've got, you know, 30,000 names off of one of these viral videos that I can just go through. And even if like 1% of them accept my, you know, follow this page request, that's going to make a huge impact on my page. But that wasn't a possibility. So if you start to see something going viral, I would recommend to, like, you know, if you do want to send out these invites, send them out like on the early side, because otherwise it looks like once the video does get shared out to Instagram, that option goes away. So that was a little bit frustrating, but it looks like overall, like the best way to get followers, and it's going to sound really lame, but the best way to get followers is getting viral videos. My follower count was growing more when I had viral videos. What makes something viral? I don't know. I know that people will say like, hey, having a trending sound works. I've seen like, I'm going to call it like, you know, morbid content gets a little bit more traction. So my most viral pieces were about Bob Saget dying, Betty White dying. I've also shared some content about like losing my dad as well, and that's gotten a lot of views. So whether it's like emotions, death, something like that, that's getting some traction. But I wouldn't say like, hey, that's a genre necessarily. I mean, I've tried different sounds, tried the, you know, trending hashtags and everything. And I think it's honestly just pure dumb luck. And a lot of people would argue with me, but that's what I've seen. I've seen the same thing with Instagram, with TikTok, that you never know what piece is going to go viral. And then, so that kind of goes into my next thing, is that I'm seeing that these like people in like these groups I'm joining to learn more about the Facebook bonus reels as well. I mean, there's people talking that they're posting 10 to 12 videos a day. I think the most I've gotten up to is like 6 or 7 in one day. But you know, it's just, I think, pure like, you know, luck. If you're throwing out so much content, even if you get like a little bit of views on each one, that they're going to add up. And if you get like one of them that gets a little bit like semi-viral, that it's going to make a bigger impact as well. So I see definitely, like, it just seems like the videos themselves are really what pushes followers, not inviting or, you know, just like the less trendy videos or something. Like somebody might be genuinely interested in it, but then they don't actually click to follow. One interesting thing I have seen though is on some of my future videos that I've gone, you know, that first round, and I invited somebody, they didn't accept it because they're still showing up as invited, but I'm seeing that they're liking other of my videos. So I don't know if it's that because they maybe like the page, that's why they're showing up, or if maybe Facebook is like pushing out my content to them because they've liked something of mine previously, but they haven't accepted my invite, yet they're still liking more of my videos. So next thing I wanted to talk about is getting my Facebook invoice. So that was like my big exciting moment of the week. And I printed it out so I could show you what it looks like. I did block out any confidential information, but I will show you guys. This is what it looks like. And it will say how much it comes out to. So what they calculated for me, and it's going to be hard to see, but they put this as $2,239.20. I do know that sometimes the invoices can be a little bit different. That was actually significantly more than I envisioned, but I guess like they counted whatever I got in December first round plus everything I got in January, and January is where like most of my stuff was trending. So you know, $2,239.20 is what's coming to me. They put the pay period up here on the top. This is from January 1st to January 31st, but I know it had to include more videos than that. And then on the bottom, it will say down here again what the total amount is. The way I got this notification was through email. And I know people are like a little bit nervous sometimes to open up emails and attachments and everything. So I'm just going to show you guys also on my email what that actually looked like. So it's going to take a second to pull up. But this email, so it does come from Facebook, and the email address is this no reply one, no reply at facebookmail.com, just in case you want to know if you should open it. And it's very simple. The subject line was regarding Facebook invoice and had the number on it. And then it says my full name, which, you know, I normally on Facebook go by just my first name, middle name. Tax purposes, they also have my middle name, so it actually did say my full first, middle, last name. And all it says is attached is your self-accounted documents in relation to Facebook activity. Thank you. Facebook. And then underneath is just a little, this is an automated message, please do not reply. And then I see that there's just statement, and it's got the number on it. It's a PDF. And then when I opened that, that was where I was getting my email from. So if you do get something like that from Facebook, I mean, definitely always be cautious whenever you're opening stuff. And I'm going to talk about some scams in a little bit that are going on as well. But that's what the email address looks like, what the subject line looks like, and most importantly, what money I'm expecting. So like I said, that absolutely made my day. Even as the views are crashing, you know, I'm not going to argue with $2,200. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is the engagement groups. And, you know, is it worth it? Is it not? What happens with the video views? I talked a little bit, I think my last video, about like the tough thing with engagement groups is that you can put out something, and I'm seeing, even though I'm getting people liking videos, I've been trying this like on my dog and cat pages, which are not monetized. If I give out one of those like links, I get, you know, a lot of comments, but the views, like there's just no views happening. And I think it could be, and like some other people have suggested, that when you're, you know, using any of these engagement groups where people are sharing a link to their video and asking for people to like and comment on it, that they're getting people that aren't watching the whole video through. And then if they're only leaving like, you know, an emoji comment or something, like probably some comments better than no comments, but it's not enough to be making it like Facebook think that it's an engaging video. So I've done some more tests with that and seeing if I post something, what happens if I don't post something, like does that get more traction? Right now I'm getting more views, like, and I would say more quality views obviously, when I'm not using an engagement group. Does that mean I'm going to stop completely? No, because I still want to kind of test this out, but that's just something to be aware of. The other thing, though, I will, you know, put out there as a warning with engagement groups is that you're going to spend time commenting and liking on other people's stuff. If you could be using that time to create your own content, get your own views, that's probably a better use of your time. I've seen, like, you know, I'm going through and I'm posting in a link, and, you know, then I've got, let's say 10 more people that are, you know, they're interacting with my stuff, so they ask that I interact with their stuff. So now I'm spending an extra, you know, and I'm going to do it the real way because that's just who I am. I'm going to watch the whole video, try and make a meaningful comment, something that they can interact with. But now I've lost 10, 20 minutes that maybe I could have made my own new video and shared that out and just got a little bit extra views. So just something to kind of weigh out. How much time do you have to commit it? Are you willing to reciprocate if other people are engaging with your video? But the other thing also I'm getting is that people are going to have reels for different things. You might not agree with what their content is. I had somebody recently who they wanted people to watch their reel that had to do with some sort of like product that they were selling, and now I've got somebody harassing me in my, you know, Facebook messages saying, hey, I know you said like you want to check out this product, like, you know, here's how to buy it, and then, hey, have you thought more about buying it? Hey, are you interested? Hey, I could send you a free sample. Like, and it's just like, you know, I try to leave the meaningful comments of, hey, that sounds really great, like, you know, cool product to try. And now I'm getting bombarded with messages. And that was because, you know, I left something that was an inauthentic comment, but something that would help to boost their engagement. And now I'm wasting a lot more time just having to erase all these messages of people trying to sell me stuff. So just, you know, a little bit of warning on that. Next thing is round 3. So my round 2 ends tomorrow. When I ended round 1 and I wasn't sure like what was going to happen from round 1 to round 2, I suddenly, the last day of my round 1 bonus, my round 2 kicked in, and I was earning money on both rounds in that same day. I don't know if that's going to happen. I know some people who their round ended today and they got the invite, but I know like this past week people were waiting 3 or 4 days for another invite. So I'm going to let you guys know, you know, do I get invited to round 3? What time does it happen? Last time it happened sometime around like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I was taking a nap and I woke up and had an extra $150 in my account. So I'll see kind of like what time it happens, and also if I have another day of double dipping. of, you know, earning money on both rounds. Something I am planning to do tomorrow. Like today I try to post like 5 or 6 reels. Tomorrow I'm going to try and, you know, stack up old TikTok content and post like 10 to 12, because if I am double dipping tomorrow on both, like I want to maximize my earnings, so I'm just going to throw out as many videos as possible for tomorrow's content. And then also I wanted to follow up on adding music, because I know I said that, you know, Facebook is apparently really strict when it comes to their sounds and audio, and I had gotten like that one warning message that they removed my audio from something I posted like with Christmas music. I think it might have even been like the one reel I posted before I got into the program, so I've been paranoid. But then I was saying it's tough because like they say that they don't want you doing this, and then you try to go and select what audio to use, and it was taking like, you know, several minutes and it wasn't even working. That seems to have been resolved. It's taking me about like 10-15 seconds now to get audio, so I feel like that I'm just going to now, what I'm doing is I'm finding whatever my audio sound was that I used, you know, like on TikTok or something, going to snaptik.app in order to download my video for free. I'm taking what that audio name is and I'm trying to search for it in Facebook. And then because I don't want to be playing the same song at different points twice, I'm minimizing that first one down, like, or I'm sorry, I'm minimizing the Facebook version of that song down to like as close to the bottom as possible. You can't mute it totally because then Facebook realizes, okay, it's back to the original sound. But if you make it as very, very quiet as possible, your like primary audio is what's going to play, and Facebook is going to think that you're using, you know, one of their sounds instead. So that seems to be the little workaround, and it is working, selecting those songs now. And then the last thing I want to go into is always like the frustrating thing, but I, you know, want to keep everybody safe, is scams, because there is a lot of scams going on right now regarding the Facebook Bonus Reels program, because this program is only currently open to U.S. citizens. And there's a lot of people that are talking about, you know, buying pages, selling pages. And there's a new scam that I want to, you know, I'm going to take out my phone just to read for you guys, because I've had 3 people reach out this week about it. And I'll just show you guys what the messages look like. So the latest thing is getting these messages that say, and I think I talked a little bit about this on my last video, where somebody reached out to me and said something like that, you know, oh, they can help me grow and they don't need access to my page. And I was like, I don't really understand, you know, how that works. And I was like frustrated with the whole thing. It's like, there's still some sort of scam going on. I just don't know what it is. So, okay, now I know. So this is one of the emails that I got. I'm just going to hold it up so you guys can kind of see it, because they all look very similar, and I apologize, it's hard to see, but I will read it. It's got a very Americanized name. Jessica Bloom is who it's like this one came from. Hello there. I have visited your Facebook page and I'm willing to do advertisement on your Facebook page. I will pay $100 per ad. I don't need any kind of access to your page. If you're interested, get in touch. Thank you. Now the next one is from Jace Williams. And the subject line is advertisement. Hello, we want to place sponsored ads. And they actually have quotes on that. On your Facebook page, you will be paid $500 to $1,600 per day. If you're interested or for more details, kindly reply to us. Kind regards. And I got an identical message from Abigail Carlos. So these are these people's names, and like they weren't saying anything about that they don't need the access, but they're still offering to, you know, pay me to place ads on my page. So at first that sounds kind of really cool. It's like, okay, it's almost like a collab or something. But that's not what's going on. What they want to do, and I'm going to, again, I apologize, I'm looking down at my phone, but I've got screenshots that somebody else posted in one of my chat groups, so I can just kind of walk you guys through what the scam actually does and how it works. But apparently a lot of these are coming from India and Pakistan, and it's more like, you know, teenagers, young adults that are trying to do this, and what they're trying to do is take over access of your Facebook page and then sell that page. So they're offering, $100, $500, $1,600, whatever it is, to run these ads. And, I've seen people are getting them through instant messenger. People are getting these through email. Mine were coming through on email, but I have had 3 through messenger as well. And so somebody kind of went along with it to just learn some more information. And so what they say is, hey, we want to pay you for ads. And so the person said, okay, how does this work and everything? And they say, oh, well, we create ads and then we're going to, place them on the page and you're going to get paid. Let's, handle getting your first payment right now. How do you want us to send the payment? And, they said, okay, well, here's, they didn't send out a payment, but they said, okay, well, here's the type of ads that we can do, a couple of examples. And then it's like, okay, well, how do I get started with everything? And they said, we'll get started today. And, we'll pay you for everything. What you need to do is to join our ad account and post ads from there. And I'll send you an invitation to join our ad account. Ad account is Facebook's platform to run ads on their page, so we want to do this legally. Well, the issue is that doing Facebook, going into an ad account, giving somebody else access, now they're able to become an admin onto your Facebook page. And when they're an admin on your Facebook page, they can kick you off of being an admin on your own Facebook page and you've lost the page. So they're making it sound like really appealing that, we're going to pay you all this money. We're going to put ads on your page and everything. And we're going to do this legally by, using Facebook's platform. But all they're doing is still getting access of your page, just not how you normally would think, like through giving a password or something. You're adding them onto your ad account thinking you're doing something legit, and they take over control of your page, knock you off, and that's it. And then what do they actually do with the page? They sell that page for about, $1,000. A Facebook bonus reels page can bring somebody $35,000 in theory. I'm not getting that number, but hey, I got $2,000. So, for them to sell off a page that, makes $2,000 for $1,000, they think it's winning, and unfortunately then somebody that's worked hard on building up their page totally loses it because they think they're doing something legal and legit the way that they're saying it. So if you get one of those messages that says something like, hey, we want to place ads on your page, we'll pay you, if it sounds too good to be true, it is, and if somebody's asking for access to, if they obviously want your password and stuff, red flag alert big time. But if they're saying something like, oh, we'll do it through your ad manager and here's the link to click. One, it's always a little sketchy to click some of those links. But the other one is that, they're getting access to the ad page and they knock you off. So, just steer clear of those, protect your accounts. I know that so many people want to get into the bonus reels program. And then once you're in it, just be very, very cautious that there's a lot of people out there. If you join any of these support groups for, talking about the Reels bonus program, that's when, I'm getting more and more of those messages. I know some people are finding me through these videos, but the majority seem to be people that are linked back to any of those pages I'm joining to legit learn stuff. So just to be aware of that scam. The other scam that's going around right now is that people are getting this, it looks like a Facebook notification, and I'm going to try and pull up an example of that as well. And a lot of people are getting scared of it. And what this says, they've got kind of the Facebook logo on it. They're sending this through email, and it says, notifications page violating our terms of service. And then the message goes on to say, your account has been detected for activity that goes against page policies regarding copyright infringement. For security reasons, verify your account by clicking the link below. And it takes you to some sort of Google website. If you do not confirmation, and I know that that's bad English, but that's how it's written. If you do not confirmation, our system will automatically block your account and you will not be able to use it again. Thanks for helping improve our account services. And then it's signed FB Pages Integration, the trademark, copyright symbol, 2022. That is absolutely a scam. Do not click on that link. go ahead and delete it. A lot of people are getting these messages, and at first glance, like you think automatically like, oh my God, I'm losing my page. I have to click on this and resolve this. No, it is a scam. So the big red flags to look out for this one, it's sending you to a Google page. Facebook, you know, Facebook's a powerhouse. They are not going to send you to a Google form to rectify an issue. The other things that stand out, obviously, if you do not confirmation, that's not written properly. The Facebook logo is also a little bit off center from what they're doing. They also have some very like incorrect grammatical stuff as well. So for security reasons, verify your accounts by clicking the link below. They capitalize the word verify. And then the link below, they've got like an extra space mark in there as well. So it sounds very like, you know, scary. That first line, your account's been detected for activity that goes against page policies, and that's capitalized as well regarding copyright infringement. So I don't know, like once you see that, your heart starts racing and you might not notice the rest of the stuff, but that's what's going on with that scam. That's what it looks like. Do not click on anything, just erase that. Do not respond to it. Protect your accounts. So I know that I'm kind of, you know, leaving this video off on a negative note about the different scams that are going out, but I want to keep you as safe as possible because, like I said, I know how hard people are working, hoping to get an invite, and the people that are in the program are really working hard to create and produce videos so that they can make most money. And, you know, I don't want anybody to fall for that. I know I'm being extra cautious with that, and I just, you know, want to share everything that I know so other people don't fall for anything too. So with that, tomorrow is the big day to see if I get round 3, what this like number finishes off at. But so far, you know, Facebook, according to my invoice, is paying me $2,239.20, which should hit my bank account sometime around the 21st of the month. So we've got, you know, a little over a week on that, but we'll see what happens with round 3. Otherwise, thank you guys all so much for following along on this journey. Fingers crossed we've got round 3 going on. And if you have any questions at any point, definitely feel free to drop them in the comments. I am so happy to answer them. I'm not an expert, as I've, you know, said at the beginning. I'm not a YouTube expert, I'm not a Facebook expert either, but I'm happy to share my experiences, any situations that you're running through. So with that, have an amazing night, and hopefully I will be back soon with more good updates. Bye.